President Bola Tinubu's directive as chairman of ECOWAS. Nifemi.
Hold on for a minute, Femi. Another big news coming from the presidency. We're hearing that there will be no payment of ransom for the release of abducted school children from Kuriga, that's in Kaduna State. And that's the stern warning by President Bola Tinubu as he restated the federal government's directive for security operatives to ensure the safe release of the abducted students. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, briefed State House correspondents after the Federal Executive Council meeting earlier today. He also emphasized that the federal government is determined to tackle kidnapping and other criminal activities in the country.
The president has directed that security agencies must, as a matter of urgency, ensure that these children and all those who have been kidnapped are brought back in safety, and also in the process to ensure that not a dime is paid for ransom. So it's important to underscore that. No dime, government is not paying anybody any dime, and the government is optimistic that these children and other people that are abducted will be brought back to their families in safety.
Femi covered that Federal Executive Council meeting earlier today, and we're hearing, Femi, that Mr. President is asking that no ransom will be paid. Is it clear-cut what the plan of this administration is? Because there are news already about, the Kaduna State government hiring a private mediator or negotiator, so to speak, even though that seems to have been debunked.
Yes, Nifemi, clearly that was debunked by the Kaduna State government. But what the federal government is saying, and President Bola Tinubu is saying, is that resources, equipment, and everything have been provided for the country's armed forces to ensure and guarantee the safety of lives and property. He has charged them to go all out, leave no stone unturned, to ensure the return of these more than 280 children kidnapped from that school in Kuriga, Chikun local government in Kaduna State, and reunite them with their parents. And you also know that a lot of people now are beginning to form an enterprise in kidnapping and also negotiating with bandits. We know just the President Tinubu's statement is coming just about 24 hours after a prominent sheikh in northern Nigeria promised or volunteered to go and negotiate with these bandits. This is not the first time we are hearing about negotiation or some kind of talks with bandits or kidnappers, and then some kind of settlement or ransom paid to secure the release of those abducted. But what President Bola Tinubu is saying now is that, well, enough of all of that. It's time for security agencies to up their game, step up to the plate, and ensure that indeed these bandits are taken out of their hideouts and all the forests are cleared, and this kind of kidnapping, these incidents of kidnappings are totally brought to an end. Well, it remains to be seen how far the federal government will hold out, because now that the President Tinubu has said that no payment of ransom, it's bad news for the kidnappers. They might again begin to adopt some other tactics or measures to also pile pressure on the government. Even the parents and those affected will also continue to pile pressure on the government just to ensure that at any cost, at whatever cost, their children are released to them. But for the federal government stand, it remains to be seen how far the federal government will hold out and maintain this position until the children are released. Nifemi.
Absolutely, and it will be definitely unprecedented to have this huge number of victims. The last count is now over 400 from the 3 incidents that have happened in the past 2 weeks, to have them released without ransom paid. We're counting on that and looking forward to see how this administration will pull it through. Femi Akonde, State House correspondent, live for us in Abuja. And moving on now, we stayed with security.